go out and feed and water our meat birds. Since they grow so fast, they tend to need a lot more water and a lot more food more often than like our laying hens. I typically have to fill their water like twice a day. So let's go give them some. It hasn't been super hot today, but I'm sure that they are still out and thirsty. Go back in. Go on. I actually only have those chickens here for a few more days. They're going to get processed this weekend. My husband found a local farmer willing to teach us how to properly and humanely process them. And so we're super excited about that, to learn how to do it correctly. And so we're almost at the end of our rope with them, which is pretty crazy. We actually also have some meat rabbits ready for processing, but the chickens are gonna go first because of that farmer helping us out. So I'm not quite sure when those rabbits are gonna go. But I wanted to make a video on a completely honest review on our first time processing some livestock. A lot of people who are homesteading or who are just on YouTube in general farming grew up in this, and like at least have experience if they didn't grow up in it, or they grew up around it and they kind of know what they're doing, or they're like used to it and they were used to growing up with livestock that got processed and ate that livestock that they had to take care of and stuff. Well, on this channel, if you are new here, we did not grow up in this at all. We are completely learning how to do this on our own, a lot through YouTube, a lot through books and stuff. We didn't grow up in like farming families. We don't have friends. Well, we have a few friends now that farm, but growing up, we didn't have that. So it's not like we are used to taking care of an animal and then having to send it off to be killed and then eating that animal. So to people who are used to that, this video probably sounds kind of goofy, but I know a lot of my viewers are at the newer end of prepping and homesteading, and so I just kind of wanted to share kind of my thought process on it, and I guess my feelings on it, to maybe help somebody else out there that is getting into this, who is also an animal lover such as myself and who struggles with it. First, I really tried to just stay away from them. I didn't want to help like take care of them, because I knew if I did and I like looked into their eyes, I would get like attached to them. That's just how I am. Like I said, I love animals. I just graduated grooming school, so I would want to, if I didn't have my son, and if that kind of panned out, I would have been like working with dogs like on a daily basis and stuff. So my first like strategy was just to not be around them. And then very quickly we realized as a family that's just not possible. When you are homesteading, you need all hands on deck. That's just how it is. Everybody has to be helping because there's always so much to do, and everybody kind of has to learn at least a little bit of every aspect of what you're doing. So my husband has had a few days where he's really late at work, or where he's been ill, or he has to do another project and I've had to come take care of them. So that plan failed miserably. So obviously being out here and stuff, I have grown a little bit attached to them, but it really got me thinking, and something my husband even said, you know, like, where do you think your meat comes from the store? Just like I said last video, where do you think your vegetables and fruit come at the store? It's the exact same process. And something that really helped me, and hopefully this will help somebody else out there who, if you struggle letting animals go or struggle eating something that you've taken care of and raised, it really made me think about how, yes, that we are going to be eating them, but how much more humane of a life they had with us than they would have had at a big farm. Most of the chicken raising farmers, and this is nothing against them, I realize that they have to do it this way. I know there's a system and stuff, but most of the chickens never have fresh air. They're stuck in a barn where they're on top of each other. They don't really even have the room they need to move. Most of them are being pumped with chemicals to make them bigger. You know, they never really have felt any type of care or love or any type of, like, I guess, humaneness normally at those bigger you know, companies that are raising them to sell them at the store. When I think about it that way, we gotta eat, right? It's part of the food chain, especially in like an SHTF situation. You know, it's kill or be killed, eat or be eaten. And so at least this way, I know yes, I am eating something that I did raised, but I did treat it with kindness, and we are learning how to process it the right way, and they aren't suffering in any sense of the word. I've also been doing a ton of research on all of the vaccines and the chemicals and stuff that they do put in chickens, and that's also given me peace of mind as a mom that my son is going to be getting chickens that, you know, aren't pumped full of a bunch of stuff. He's going to be getting, you know, good, healthy, natural chicken that was, you know, raised with love. So that's something else that's really helped me through the process, is to remember, like, we're doing this to, you know, so that we're not having to have that meat that's like tainted. Of course, the last thing that's really helped me to cope is the whole reason why we're doing this is to get more self-sufficient, to learn how to have a protein source and to raise a protein source. And it makes me feel a lot better knowing that, you know, my family's not going to starve, and we're picking up skills that are going to last a lifetime. But yeah, super short and sweet video, but like I said, I really struggled with that for a while. It's actually why it took us so long to get meat birds, was because of me struggling with that. And I just hope that if you're new out there and you're contemplating it, or if you just need help to send them off to processing, I hope these words of kindness help. That's gonna be it for today. I will catch you all in my next video. Bye. Do you want to say bye? Say bye.